Like, how do I even begin to explain, like, breakups? Like, everyone knows they suck. And I know you guys are probably like,
No, duh, Justin. Breakups suck. Like, why are you even telling me this? I know this already.
well, Shadi, I got a lot of experiences being a young player out here. You know what it is. At the same time, I wouldn't say that having all these experiences at 16 is a great thing, but it did give me a lot of perspective on the subject. You know, I've had more girlfriends than EA has pre-released Madden. I don't even know when was the last Madden game I actually played. Wait, I think it was Madden 19. What's those days of 2018? No pandemic, no lockdown. I was freshman in high school. That's my virginity. Anyway, back to the point. But yeah, I had a lot of girlfriends, okay? That's not even relevant to, no, it is kind of relevant to the story, but it's not fully, like, relevant. That isn't the point. We're talking about the breakups, not the actual relationships. I could talk about that another time. It made me really want to, like, discuss this topic in the, like, as my first actual videos that I recently actually gone through a breakup. It wasn't that long ago. What made this breakup different is that this was actually my longest relationship I frankly had, which it was 5 months and a few weeks, I think, and which is understandable for like a kid my age, you know. This breakup was mostly caused by me like starting to lose interest and my girl catching on to that. And she decided to like break up, and it's just like, why are girls are always the ones that break up with me most of the time. Maybe I'm just not a good boyfriend, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, like girls are always the ones that break up with me, and a lot of times they'll be like, I've actually been like thinking about this for like a while now, for like a few weeks and stuff and that. Like, I don't know. Did you tell me this beforehand so it wouldn't have came out as some like surprise and stuff, having me confused AF? And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm telling you, I swear, these girls be plotting this stuff. They be plotting it. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna be breaking up with Justin like next week. Yeah, next week. Yeah, what day? Tuesday, and we're gonna have a good conversation, and then I'm just gonna drop the ball so you can be all depressed, and I'm not gonna care. Like, that should be hurting. Like, for real. Like, I'm pretty sure that most people that have been in relationships have been there at that point. Like, they think everything's going fine, and then their partner just says, oh, we gotta break up out of nowhere, and you're just confused and you're depressed. Like, now you're getting sad, you're in denial, you know, it's like you're going through the 5 stages of grief over here. And then like also with this breakup, I wasn't really that depressed. Like, I was sad, I wanted to cry a bit, but at the same time I was kind of like, okay, it wasn't really. And then like 2 things like I think that added it. One was that I was kind of already happy. I've been getting happier over time now. And things you want, because the thing is, before you go into a relationship, let me tell you, you want to be happy before you go into a relationship. Because the thing is, you can have like this one person be your happiness. And so, because the problem with that is that, especially at my age, in your teens, like, you're gonna most likely break up, and when you break up, you're gonna be all like, you're gonna go back to that place you were before, or even worse, depressed about it. And that's the thing, like what they say is it should add to your happiness, so that when you break up, yeah, you could be sad, but after that you just gotta get over it. You can't sit there and keep crying about it, you know. And it's just like, you gotta get over it and stuff. And also, the problem with this relationship made me realize that I wasn't actually fully in love with that person too at the same time. And when also, like, I realized that I wasn't really like fully in love with this person. And it was just more of like a lust type of thing. We had a good connection. We started off, we're doing so well, but over time I just became less and less attracted to this person. And that's the thing, you gotta figure out, what is it good enough to put emotional investment into it and stuff. And that's what you gotta figure out. And like, that's what you gotta figure out before you get into a relationship, or even with like rejections or anything. It's just like you first have to figure out if like this person, like what I'm not. Why am I going to rejections? I'm not going. I'll talk that in another video. But with this person you're gonna be dating, don't put so much energy. If one person, like you're giving 100%, and that person's giving you like 50%, 60%, don't waste your time. And just you sad. You don't want to break up, but you gotta do it if like they're not giving you 100%. So well, that's what I heard from Swoozy. I watch his videos is what made me want to start this YouTube channel. So it's like Young Don the Sauce Guy and like Alex, I forgot his full YouTube name, but and the thing is with that, like it's 50%, 60, like 50% is still an F, you know what I mean? 60% is still a D. It's not. You got, like, if you're gonna be in a relationship, you gotta give it your all, and you gotta know if that girl is gonna be, or guy is gonna be someone you're gonna be with the rest of your life. You know what I mean? That's why I sat there and I was like, this girl, she's not gonna be one. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, don't get into that mindset that, oh, I need to find my Prince Charming and stuff. Don't do that either. That's even worse. But it's just like, when you look, like, because you could tell, like, if you see this person being like staying with for years, yeah, put more emotional investment. Make sure they're, of course, like I said, they're giving their all at the same time before you do that, so you don't BS her. And then see people cutting themselves and like I would say like getting to that point of no return, if you know what I mean. Because they'll be like, oh, they were my everything and stuff, and that's mostly because they got too like attached, or like I said, they put their happiness all in that one person, and that's where that's what you don't want to do. And I understand the feeling because I've had very bad days when I had my breakups. Like I was almost at that point. If you just because you break up with them, like you break up with them and stuff, it's not gonna be the end of the world. So we haven't got there yet. Like again, like I understand how you guys feel, because like before then, like my player days, like well, I'm like talking like it's a long time ago. It was literally like a year or two ago. But back then, like after like not like just a hookup type of girl where I just dated like a day or so, like you know, and it was more like full on relationships. I would get like very depressed. I would be like, Justine. By the way, I've never dated a girl named Justine. I don't even know why I did that name. I just came up. But yeah, I understand, like, I'll be, you know, chilling at home, crying, eating pizza, you know, delicious chocolate cake. But yeah, I'll be eating my chocolate cake with some ice cream, watching my sad movie and stuff, and like cry myself to sleep. Like, I get it, I understand. I feel depressed, but you gotta move on. Like a good tactic I use is outside, out of mind, which is cliche, you might have heard it, but it works because when you don't see them, when you're not talking to them, you don't think about them, you start feeling better, and over time, yeah, they're your ex, but it's not gonna hurt as the initial shock of that, you know, like my boy out there, you gotta be like, let it go, it will be alright. Because if you continue to keep talking to them after that, you're gonna still feel you're gonna feel way worse. You're gonna be trying to get back with them. You know what I mean? Don't get back with your ex. Like, only unless it was like some silly like breakup reason. Whereas if it's serious and then randomly a few days you want to be like, no. Let yourself recover. Alright, because then if she does that shit again, because like I had a girl before, she'd be like, no, I broke up with you, Justin, but you wanna like get back together. God, oh my God, yes, I want to get back. She was this friend, so I want to be with you. Next day, we gotta break up again. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do this right now. I can't do it. On the other hand, you was messing with Tyrone over there. Like, don't think you slick. Like, anyway, this was more just like kind of like overgeneralization, like breakups, and And just know that, you know, like, it might feel terrible. It might feel like your life is over or something. And just know it's not. This, like what I see, like how I see it, is that you learned a lesson from it. Like any failure, anything. Like, say that's how many successful people become successful, because they failed and then they learn from that. So from these breakups that you have, you can learn what went wrong in the relationship, and then figure out how to have a more successful relationship later on. You know what I mean? But anyway, I think that about wraps up the video. I will cover like my actual like breakups later on, like do actual individual stories about them. I can do that. This is just, like I said, a more generalized version of what breakups are. And you know, like what I'm gonna say is that life's a game, and we're all playing to win. And some people lose, some people win. Which one are you gonna be? Winners or losers? You know.